Hey guys, and welcome to number 24 of the Derby Crowman. Start of this episode, Danny Ings is the top goal scorer with 15 goals. Johnny Russell and Eunice are both in third with 7 assists, which is absolutely fantastic. And then Butland's about 5th or 6th in clean sheets. So we need 6 points to get into that top 5 finish. This is the final episode of the season. Are we going to do it? It is going to be very tight, of course. So we have dropped it down to professional. I think it wasn't last episode, but the episode before that. But it's not been the easiest, and especially with the rain, like, it is a really difficult game. So our first game in this episode is against Hull, and you look at our team at the moment, it is outstandingly good. Like, I don't really see what we really need to improve, but we'll have about 15 million. So if you want to leave some comments now on who I should sign, then please do that, because this is the final chance for you guys to do that. So Johnny Russell, beautiful ball into the box, and then Danny Ings volleys it into the back of the net with so much composure. What a quality little goal that was to start this episode. Really, really nice goal to kick off this game and get us in the lead. And then we go into the 30th minute of the match here. Will Hughes with a very rare goal somehow beats Tom Huddleston, who's about 6 foot tall in the air. Hughes himself is actually quite tall, so height-wise it's quite similar, but strength-wise I'm sure Huddleston will be able to simply budge him off the ball and win that header, but apparently not. So into the second half we go. Patrick Bamford cuts back here. He is one player that I haven't really played that much this year, but a nice goal from him to get himself onto the score sheet in this game and to end it off 3-0. So with them 3 points to start off this episode, that does mean we move up in the points tally to 57, only 4 points off Manchester United, who are in 5th. I believe we have Manchester United and Arsenal towards the end of this season, so it's going to be really, really tight, and I can't wait to see how it does end. So next game is against Fulham, have been recently promoted, of course, and what I'm going to do is just keep my eye on the Arsenal and Manchester United results, because depending on what they do, we can move up to, I believe, 6th, and then towards the end of the season potentially move into 5th. So it's going to be really, really tight and see how we can do. I've made a couple of changes. I've put Thorne in CDM, as Fulham aren't the biggest of teams, and Thorne is a bit more defensive, so defensively we can do it a little bit better. So into the game we go, getting the ball up to Abubakar as always, and then out wide to Matt Jarvis. And Matt Jarvis, the amount of times he's just run down this left-hand side, cut inside, smashed it into the back of the net and made it 1-0. It's incredible. I think he got a really important goal against City in the last episode, very similar goal, to make it 1-0 in that game as well. So then we go into the 83rd minute of the match here. Fantastic sliding tackle from Mings. Gets the ball into Lingard, then Abubakar just puts it across to Ince. Then again, the keeper does save it, but I don't know why the commentator said like an amazing header to get the goal there, but a nice 2-0 victory. We did rest a couple of decent players in that game to rest them up for the next game against QPR. So QPR are currently in 12th, we are currently in 7th, 5 points now, but we've got a game in hand. So if we can win this game, we'll only be 2 points off the top 5. So I was tempted to play a bit of a weaker team, but as you can see, we've had some upgrades. We've had Jarvis go up to a 77 and Abubakar to go up to a 78. It is kind of we're playing on professional, we're getting quite a few more goals than what we would get on world class, but at the same time we are finally quite struggling, because that Fulham game only 2-0 and then the relegation zone. So into the game we go against QPR, a bit of a arch enemy of Derby, of course, after last season's nightmare. So we go into the corner here, Matt Jarvis whips the ball into the box, and then Roman Agbonoli, what a powering header, gets the ball into the back post. Then we get the ball back in the danger zone for Abubakar to smash into the back of the net to make it 1-0. A good start for the second half for us, of course, and then we go into the 74th minute here. It seems to be as soon as I did like my tactical substitutions around the 60th minute, we seem to really get back into this game. And then that ball over the top for Jarvis, what a beautiful ball from Lingard, but the finish from Jarvis, absolutely sensational. Like, I think he has got 5-star week to be fair, and I think he is right-footed, but he's just a really, really good winger, and for like 1.7 million, what a bargain he was in January as well. Then we go on to another signing we got into January, Abubakar, to just run through the fence, cut inside, then hits it into the back of the net to make it 3-0. I thought he did cut it inside, but he just hit it instead and put it in to make it 3-0. Then we go into the 86th minute of the match here. Can QPR bring it back in the last 5 minutes? Matty Phillips, a player that I am tempted to decide because he's very, very good. 4-star skills, I think, and 88 pace and 80 odd dribbling, so maybe we'll get him in the summer window. We'll have to see, of course, what his rating is and stuff like that. But into the 88th minute, kind of a QPR comeback was quickly stopped by this penalty, and then Abubakar to step up to make it 4-1. Goalkeeper does dive the right way, but it was in the top corner to make it 4-1. So a fantastic 4-1 victory does mean we get another 3 points. Are we going to be in 7th still, or are we going to move up to 6th? We'll have to see in a moment, because before that, Eunice in the last game is going to be out for the rest of the season, which is a bit of a shame because he's been absolutely sensational. If you wait till the end of the episode, I'll show you the end of season squad report, and it is ridiculous how much his stats have improved over the season. So next game against Newcastle, bit of a controversial one recently with McLaren getting linked to them, but it'll be an interesting game because they have got some decent signings in this career mode, and at the same time they've got quite similar players. Like, they only make like 2 or 3 in a career mode team. There's never really that much change like in real life, but Jordan Rhodes and Kirikez, the centre back, both have moved there. Obertan and Sissoko still there as well, and Obertan just somehow walks his way straight through the middle. Then it gets a bit lucky. I think he goes out wide to Gouffran, who puts it into the back net to make it 1-0 in the first 3 minutes. Then we go 10 minutes later. Mings, really nice ball out wide to Jarvis, and if you watch the run of Mings here, it's absolutely crazy. Goes straight through the middle, then cuts back in like a striker. Then he's in the position to get the goal to make it 1-1. What a fantastic finish for him. He hasn't scored that many goals. It may be his first goal of the season, and it's like the second to last game, maybe third last, I'm not too sure. So yeah, I think he's been a quality sign in that left back position. Then we go into the 21st minute of the match here. Abubakar smashes it into the back of the net, as always. Even on like world class, he's going to put these goals away no matter what. Like, defensively, the teams are a little bit weaker, than attackively they're not as good, but we're still finding it quite difficult. We're 2-1 down, but we go up 3-1 there. Abubakar again getting the right place at the right time to smash it into the back of the net. It's a bit of a glitch, that is, where the player does slide in and then it just puts like 1,000,000 power in, and it's pretty much unsavable by any goalkeeper in the game. So we go into the 61st minute of the match here. Defender kind of does slip over in the rain on the ball. Jordan Rhodes smashes it against the goalkeeper, but I think that's Sissoko gets the rebound there to make it 3-2. Last 30 minutes of the game, are Newcastle going to take some points off us and stall our Champions League hopes? Luckily, straight from kickoff, I think we just put the ball over the top for Hoffman or someone, taken down, gets the penalty. Johnny Russell puts it away, gets that 2-0 advantage again for the last like 30 minutes, and then we go into the 69th minute of the match here. I think Newcastle just pretty much put an all-out attack. I think they need some points from the game. No real defence. We just put the ball across to Hoffman, who makes it 5-2. I think he only just came back from injury. He's been another interesting one as well. I think just before January, when we did get Abubakar, we really needed that bit of change up front, and he really did bring that to the club. And yeah, he just got some really valuable points. So unfortunately, our last game, Roman Ganoli is going to be injured for the final game of the season against Arsenal, and you're going to see how important this Arsenal game is. We are on 66 points, Arsenal are on 68. We win the game, we get top 5. It's as simple as that. Hopefully the board will let us away with not getting top 4 and getting top 5, because I'm not too sure if you can actually qualify for the Champions League through some like group stage kind of thing. Maybe, I'm not too sure. We'll have to see. Either way, I think Europe will be really good. And in the third season, like first season, get a promotion. Second season, like guaranteeing like a mid-table finish, and then third season, get in Europe. I think that's perfectly fine rate of success at this club so far. So, massive game. Can we get the points against Arsenal? Of course, we did do that January deal for Bellerin. Swapped him for Albert Tozer, who is actually on the bench for Arsenal today. Maybe he'll come on and hold up that defence for the last few minutes and win them the game. We'll have to see. But at the same time, can Bellerin score a goal against his former club? So into the first 5 minutes of the game here, ball through for Danny Ings. What a blast into the top of the goal to make it 1-0. What a fantastic start as well. If we like held off against Arsenal for quite a while, I reckon they'd break us down, and it wouldn't be a positive result. So fantastic sliding tackle in from Will Hughes, I think, maybe Callas, I'm not too sure. It was one of the blonde players I've got anyway. And then we get the ball up to Danny Ings again, smashes it with all the power in the world to make it 2-0. What a quality strike force we've got at the moment of Abubakar and Danny Ings. I can't wait to see how they do next season. Maybe we'll change to a one-striker formation, we'll have to see. So into the 32nd minute of the match here, Thomas Ince getting the ball through for Abubakar, who was slightly offside maybe, I'm not too sure, but Danny Ings finishes off his hat-trick. First 30 minutes of the game, not quite as fast as Mane's last week, but still quite a fast hat-trick to be fair. So then we go into the 36th minute of the match here. Don't think Arsenal are really that happy going 3-0 down in the first like 30 minutes of the game, so they do kind of get back into the game here. Sanchez's shot does get deflected through to Ramsey to make it 3-1. Is there going to be a bit of a, miracle in North London maybe? they'll bring it back to 3-3 and they'll get that top 5 finish. But in the 51st minute, Ince with a nice roulette does get the shot again, deflected, goes off him, goes to the striker Danny Ings, and he does get his 4th goal of the game to make it 4-1. You really couldn't stop Danny Ings this game, and with that tremendous performance, it does guarantee us the top 5 finish. So what a dramatic way to end off the season. You'd think that maybe we should have kept it on world class, but it kind of ruins it for the next season. We're not going to be doing anything if we're doing exactly the same what we just did this season. So next season, I'm not too sure if we're going to get Europa League football or Champions League football. If you do know, please do leave a comment, because I'm not too sure. I really do hope it is Champions League, but at the same time, I think we're doing it at the right amount of pace. If we did it any faster, like if we got Champions League football as soon as we got promoted, that would be kind of boring. And what we've done is we've got promoted, we've guaranteed Premier League football, now we've pushed on to Europe, and yeah, I can't wait for next season. So here's the squad report for the season. Bellerin has gone up by 3 since January. I'm really glad I did bring him. He's a quality player, but at the same time, he's quite boring, so I'm tempted to swap him. Johnny Russell's gone up by 3, which is absolutely fantastic. Matt Jarvis has gone up by 2, and he's 31, so I thought he could be going down to like a 74, 73. Abubakar up to a 78 already. Can he get to an 80 by like January or something? We'll have to see. Danny Ings is up by 1 to a 75, of course. What a quality player he's been this season. Van Eken's gone up by 3. Jeff Hendrick, who hasn't played that many games, has gone up by 1. A few of our younger players getting up by quite a bit. And Eunice, what a quality signing this guy's been. Picked him up for $750,000 and he's up by 5 ratings already. That is sensational. I've never seen a player grow in such an incredible way. So if you did enjoy this season of the Derby Career Mode, it would be really nice if we could get over 20 likes for the final episode of the season. Hopefully I can get this started like Monday, Tuesday. I am off for half term now, so I should be able to get the live face cam stuff recorded. That would be really fun. I think it'd be a nice addition to the series as well. And yeah, that's what you guys want, and I'll bringing it to you. So please do leave some comments. Now you know we've got that top 5 finish. We need really good players. I don't think we need any squad depth. I think we just need quality players to come into this team. Maybe like a really good CDM that can just break up play and do a bit of everything. I'm thinking like Lukepingu or something like that. I think that'd be a nice player to bring in. So yeah, please do smash the like button. I really do enjoy doing this series, and yeah, subscribe if you're on the channel, and see you soon. Bye.